Hello and welcome to the third vlog from me, Mr. Veale. I'm the head teacher of Atwood Primary Academy, which is situated in Sanderstead in South Croydon. And it is absolutely lovely to see you. I don't plan on keeping you too long because I know how busy you are at home. But first of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of the children. And we're all missing you terribly, and we cannot wait to see you all again pretty soon. Now, over the weekend, I managed to set up a brand new Atwood Primary Academy Twitter site. So if you want to join us, grown-ups at home, the hashtag is Academy Atwood, and I've already seen lots of notices on my device on my desk saying that a lot of you are already following, so I can't believe it. I just put out the regular weekly newsletter this morning and already people are joining, so welcome to you and welcome to that. I've also received some wonderful work over the last few days, and I mentioned that in the newsletter as well. I saw a wonderful photograph of a super meal, and that looked absolutely delicious. I saw a great tray bake, which I quite like the look of course, and a wonderful model of the Parthenon. And I received a superb voice recording with a lovely song and piano accompaniment. And of course, many of you have seen in My London the Atwood tree, which is in King's Wood. And I know a lot of you and a lot of the children are contributing to the tree, and it would be wonderful to think that we can bring the tree back over to Atwood when we're finally open, either set it up in the Sensory Garden or our orchard area. So that's absolutely wonderful. And it is pretty good to just keep in touch, isn't it? Now, I suppose more on a serious note, we listened, probably all of us, yesterday to the government announcement. That was Sunday yesterday, and it seems that the government are thinking about planning their way about easing some of the lockdown restrictions, and obviously schools will feature as part of this. Now, it's not my job to speculate what the government are going to do. It's simply not my place to do that, but it seems very unlikely that there will be a wholesale opening of any school. And whatever does happen, I know that myself and the senior leadership team will have to plan very carefully for the safe return of any pupils and of course any staff, and we would also have to think very carefully about the safety around social distancing and how we would I suppose regulate dropping off and picking up by parents and so on. And you know, a lot of us will have a lot of anxiety about this because we know that it won't be for all year groups. So it might be, say, for example, a key year group comes back, but obviously you might have, for example, a child in a key year group and then a year group that isn't scheduled to come back. And so one may be being educated on site and one may be being educated at home. And that's going to cause its own logistical problems. And as a parent, I totally understand, you know, the frustrations and anxieties that are going to go around with that. But I suppose my promise to you is that Mrs. Gambier, Mrs. Standing, Mrs. Townsend, Mr. Dench, Mrs. Groves and myself, so it's the senior leadership team, will spend a lot of time planning for return, whether that be partial and full. But obviously we will need your patience for that because the planning capacity, just simply meeting up, currently we meet up via Microsoft Teams, which works pretty well, but we won't have the luxury of being able to be in the same room together to do that planning. So my promise to you is that as we know the plans, we'll let you know. So once again, you can either tune into these sort of videos or you can have a look at the new Twitter account, you can look at the website, you can keep an eye out on the newsletters and also general email communication, text communication as well. Now, so what other news have we got? Let's have a look at Mr. Veale's crib sheet. So we've spoken about the wonderful work. We've spoken about the possibility of the government relaxing, maybe coming back. And what else have we got? Well, garden news. I know that you cannot wait to hear the garden news, but the sensory garden, hopefully, we still have no plants in the pond. That's something I really want to get organised. So hopefully, we'll be taking a delivery of some plants in the near future. And I just want to say an absolutely huge thank you to the Friends of Atwood Primary, so the FOAP, who have generously pledged an amount of money to support the sensory garden in finding us some plants and so on, which is wonderful news, isn't it? So I can't wait to see that project going forward, and also I can't wait to see your faces when you see hopefully some new plants growing. But listen, it's been a bit of a funny upload, this one. So what I might do, if I've got some time tomorrow, I might bring in one of my books from home, and we'll do a bit of a story time session for our younger children tomorrow, mainly aimed at EYFS and Key Stage 1. However, I know a lot of you in Key Stage 2 still love to hear the stories, the picture book stories. So I'll try and find something at home tonight and bring it in tomorrow. But in the meantime, I just want to say keep well, keep bright, stay happy and stay safe. So all the very best, and I'll catch you later. Take care. Bye now.